que vienen en agua.
Todo esto es de lata. Esto es de lata.
Mira la fresa.
La fresa es de lata. No voy a comer los frijoles. Para que toca más redondo.
No está más.
¿Ah?
Mete luego porque tengo aquí.
Vaya, así son minutos. Está rico.
¿No lo pediste de fruta, verdad? Y van a probar el de green tea.
Igual vamos a tener ahora green tea.
Imagina que ser como el otro, pero allá arriba.
¿Cuál?
Y le agarramos la sopa.
Antes era más grande, ¿no?
¿El qué?
¿Esto?
No. Igual.
Era un bowl más grande.
Aún creo que era más pequeño.
¿Era mandarina?
No, ya.
Se acabó. Bueno, será mi cena. Esa fue mi cena. Yo tengo que ir a correr para quemar las calorías. Aquí he dejado.
And that's where she met this young Czechoslovakian producer, Paul Kohner.
Well, at first sight, he saw her. He hired her for 3 nights dubbing of a picture into Spanish.
But of course, that's Paul's version of the story. In her memoir, Lupita remembers things a little bit differently. She says that there was this strange guy who kept walking into the waiting room at Universal Pictures over and over again and would creepily stare at her. That creepy dude turned out to be Paul Kohner, her future husband.
When those 3 days of dubbing work were over at Universal, Lupita thought she'd have to return to Mexico.
She went back to Universal to, as she's told me, to say goodbye to that nice man. I think knowing fully well that he was smitten with her. And when she said she was going back, he said, wait a minute, give me 24 hours.
Paul was so head over heels for Lupita that he was determined to keep her in the U.S. no matter what. So he stormed into Carl Laemmle's office with a plan. It was something that the other movie studios had already been experimenting with.
We should bring in another crew, Spanish-speaking actors, use the same everything, sets in the works, and for peanuts we'll be able to make the film in Spanish. Laemmle said, my father said he was an actor, we should sign to a year's contract.
Paul's sales pitch convinced the head of Universal that it was a quick way to make more money. But really, it was just an elaborate ruse to hang out with his crush, Lupita Tovar. And it worked.
Not only did Lupita fall in love with him, but just 2 years after filming Dracula, they got married. And the rest is history.
My mother just passed away at 6. My father passed away about 28 years ago. He was 85.
Together, Paul and Lupita Kohner had 2 children who also worked in the movie business. Pancho, whose voice you've been hearing, is a producer. His older sister, Susan, is an Oscar-nominated actress. And her sons co-directed a few films you might have heard of. Movies like American Pie and About a Boy. And one of them, Full Circle, is a co-writer of the Star Wars film Rogue One.
The Spanish version of Dracula ended up bringing Lupita and Paul closer together, and it also turned Lupita into one of Mexico's biggest movie stars.
Around this time, the Mexican press started calling her La Novia de Mexico, or Mexico's sweetheart. Here's her grandson, Chris Weitz, one of the writers on Rogue One.
She had a real quality of innocence and charm, not a kind of a femme fatale, nothing really film noir about her.
After Dracula, Paul Kohner became well known in his own right, but more so behind the scenes. He was a big talent agent who managed the careers of super famous actors like Greta Garbo and Henry Fonda. So Paul and Lupita's home became sort of a meeting place for some of Hollywood's biggest stars.
And so Grandma had stories about all kinds of extraordinary Hollywood figures who are just kind of hanging around the house. There's Preston Sturgis or Marlena Dietrich. She'd say, oh, Marlena, she's so self-absorbed.
Lupita even became friends with Mexican super couple Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, who actually painted a portrait of her. They lived a pretty charmed life, and a lot of it is thanks to Dracula.
Even though Dracula launched Lupita's career and was a big hit with audiences, the original negatives had been lost for many years. But in 1992, renewed interest in the film led to a home video release.
Here's David Scull again. He's the Dracula scholar we heard from before.
It was very gratifying to see how well the film was received. Lupita did not expect that late in life that she would be getting all this kind of public attention.
In the 1990s, at the Dallas Film Festival during a revival screening, her grandson Chris saw her most iconic role for the very first time.
I was amazed. I mean, I think her vivacity was what really struck me. It was just very exciting to see her as a young person. I mean, she always sort of maintained that energy and interest in life, and she was always very sparkly. Like, you could see where it had come from.
Dracula turned Lupita Tovar into a star. For Paul Kohner, it gave him a chance to court the woman that he was completely crazy for. And for the movie business, Dracula provided a model of how they could make films for Latin American audiences, by shooting Spanish versions simultaneously with the English ones. But that model ended up being pretty short-lived, eventually dubbing and subtitling won over.
But who knows? After all, Latin America is still a huge market for movies. And in the United States, Latinos buy more movie tickets than any other ethnic group. Maybe the Dracula model could come back from the dead one day.
So, Vanessa, do you think that the Dracula method might actually come back one day?
I actually think it's possible, and actually just last year, this director named Julio Quintana, who is Cuban-American, he shot a film called The Vessel. It was his first film, but he actually created 2 simultaneous versions, one in English, one in Spanish. But it was different from Dracula because he actually used the same set of actors for both movies because they were bilingual. So I think that's a really cool model for us to look at.
Vanessa Erazo and Yara Simon of Remezcla.